Hello there, and welcome back to Midlife Rises. I'm Cheryl. I'm at the doctor's office. I broke a tendon in my finger. Pulling up my pants, I heard the sound pucks, and when I looked, my finger was pointing downwards. I don't know. But anyways, I wanted to touch base to see how you guys are doing. We're in the September month now. The summer is over just like that. We are now approaching the winter time in the New York area, and that tends to bring darkness around like 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And that stuff does interfere with your personality. So your light has to come from within at that point, and some of us don't know how to do that. So I wanted to talk to you today about midlife and your stress level and how you are doing with it. Like stress and these things, you have to know how to respond to it. I mean, we can't get away from stress, but what we can do is we can learn how to respond to it, because that's the kicker, how you respond to the stress level. I mean, in midlife, as women, we've got so much that we deal with. We've got difficult relationships. We've got situations in our marriages. As single parents, we've got issues with our adult children. It does not stop. But what we have to do is to pay attention to what we need to make ourselves happy and stay healthy. And that's what we are about here at Midlife Rises. So how are you responding to your stress level, and what is going on in your life at this point in time? My parents are in their 80s now. They're still alive, thank God. And I would like, and I'm sure you would too, to be healthy mentally and physically in the golden years. If you've looked at our past episodes, you'd see that I sometimes have issues with anxiety. And that's because of my racing thoughts. I do a lot of thinking. I do it on purpose, actually, because in order for you to fix things, you've got to first be conscious of it. And so I have a tendency to get up very early in the morning and think. Just look at the world while it's sleeping and think. And I do it sometimes late at night. And I do that again to be conscious, because when you're conscious of certain things, then you can focus on what you need to fix. That's part of my emotional intelligence, which is why I grind that thing over and over every which way I could, because I think it's very important to understand who you are as an individual and your environment and how to respond to it, to act accordingly. That's basically what emotional intelligence is. But as far as yourself as a midlife woman, you've got to be conscious of yourself and what it is that you need to make yourself happy. So how do you do that? You've got to do things that you enjoy, professionally and personally. And these things, it gives you a sense of purpose. Like, for example, this channel. We do this so that we can give back to the universe, because it gives you a sense of self-worth and fulfillment. And when you leave yourself open to give back like that, you get a sense of purpose, you have a sense of peace, and that's what we all want, I believe. I mean, we can thrive to have the American dream. I don't know what part of the world you are, but we all thrive to have the best in life, but nothing is more important than having your health, your peace, and your happiness in midlife, at any point in time, but specifically in midlife. Because at this point in time is when I believe darkness shows up, anxiety, depression, and all these other things. And you've got to have a grip on what causes it and learn how to pray, because nothing happens without that. End of story. Alright? So visit us at midliferises.com. We've got a lot of inspirational readings. There are some updates to be done, but for the most part, you will find materials there to keep yourself centered. So subscribe to the channel. Feel free to comment. Let us know what topics you'd like to have covered, and we will see you next time. Okay? Take care now.